All right, the Miz is going to start off this game as Shohei's the leadoff hitter.
First pitch coming right down the middle. Strike one at
100 right down the middle. Let's go right to the curveball.
Last night for Ohtani. Swing and a miss.
It's nasty. Comes out of the same tunnel as that fastball. About medium height, medium to low height. And it hits the deck. I mean, a 90.3 mile an hour curveball is almost a misread. You never see anything like that. But here comes the third pitch. 0-2 pitch.
And a drive into center field. It's
God!
1-0
108, 27, 431, dead center. If this isn't a welcome to the big leagues moment, I don't know what it is, what it would be. When I remember when I was a rookie, the first time you face like the true greats, like the guys that you look up to, the guys that you see on TV, on SportsCenter, MLB Network all the time, and that guy's in the box, and then they do something off of you. I think that's kind of a big welcome to the big leagues moment. I think this was probably that for Miz. I mean, Ohtani crushes this ball. It's a typical miss. He doubles up on the same pitch and he just misses in the danger zone. You can't miss the Shohei down and in, and that's exactly what he does. Yeah, if I was designing a breaking ball, you got to get it down here. He throws it a little more in this zone, and obviously Shohei does not miss it, and that's why he's Shohei. It's unbelievable how hard he hits the ball. I want to see his swing here because it looks so simple. Oh my God, it's just beautiful. There's not a lot of big movement here. He just kind of gets on his front toe and just shifts his hits, trusts his hands, and he's going to hit a ball at any part of the park, in any park. All right, second at bat. Let's get to it.
Misiorowski attacks him at bat number 2. Swing and a miss.
I love it. Misiorowski going right at him with the 101. He said, all right, maybe we'll just play a little hardball. Now he gives him the different breaking ball. This time it's the slider. It's coming in at 96, which is just insane. And he gets it to a good location. Kind of the dead zone, which is what I think Max Scherzer coined. The dead zone's kind of medium height through this band towards the left-handed hitter. That's where this ball comes. As you can see, Shohei can't get his hands extended. So, it's also 96. It's basically a cutter, like a... yeah, it's basically a cutter, kind of a typical cutter shape, but with his extension, his speed, this ball got on Shohei really fast. So now he's in the driver's seat, 0-2.
0-2. Foul back, went fastball.
Oof, 102 up and away. That's a very good swing through location. I love the way he's going right at him in the second at bat. Now he goes back to the curveball, kind of pulls off it a little bit. But now we're in the battle here. 1-2 count.
Back again, and a challenge.
Oof, once again, goes right at him. 102, top of the zone.
Back again.
Shohei takes a nice rip at this. Can we watch Shohei swing on this real quick? He takes a huge cut at this ball. All right, shakes out the hand a little bit. Now, if you're Shohei in this at-bat, I think you have to look for something to pop anything in the upper part of the zone. If it starts low, it's likely a curveball, and it's going to be down. So I think he's looking for anything to start up to fire. Obviously, he doesn't want to fire too high up. That's the trick. But he's looking for something to start in the top half of the zone. All right, Miz coming with another slider. Yeah, and that's why he's able to take this one so easy. This pitch, like we said, he's looking for something to pop up. This pitch starts too low. And that's why it's a pretty easy take, and he gets himself to 2-2. It's a really good curveball and a nice spoil by Shohei. I think he swings at this one again as this ball kind of pops a little bit higher than the slider did. This ball's headed to about this height, so that's why Shohei's going to engage on it. Only problem is it doesn't get to the kill zone. It only gets to the bottom of the zone. Shohei's able to tap it foul and buy himself another pitch, which is really what the great hitters do. They just buy himself another pitch. And now Miz is going to go back to it, and this time he gets it to the kill zone. So that's a good adjustment. It wasn't a great swing. It was kind of a protect me swing by Shohei, but But in this case, he does get it to the kill zone, and he gets his first punch out of the future Hall of Fame. And actually, I really love the way that Misiorowski kind of emotes off the mound. A little Bang, bang. I like it. This kid's bringing a lot of energy. He's really fun to watch. All right, so let's watch the third at-bat and see how they battle this time.
Ohtani, part 3.
Interesting choice. Tries to go first pitch changeup, kind of go off the menu. Doesn't want to get ambushed there. So when you're not sure what the hitter's sitting on, whether it's a fastball or a breaking ball, which are your two primary pitches, sometimes you go off the menu. So for me, that would be like a cutter, a changeup. In this case, he goes cutter. He goes changeup. I think that's a good choice sometimes because if you're not sure what the guy's looking for between your main two pitches, you can be pretty sure he's not going to go for your third pitch. So you try to place the changeup in there. Unfortunately, he really misses arm side, and it happens.
Koenig is loosening in the Brewers' pen.
Looks like he's going to go back to the curveball. This was a bad pitch. This was a bad pitch. Shohei homered on the curveball the first at bat. This ball pops. It pops up and away. So this is a fire, and then it ends up right in the hitting zone. You can tell by Shohei's reaction that he really wants this pitch back. See it from the side. You can really see his face. Oh, he wanted that pitch back. All right. So now that's going to take us to the 1-1 count.
26 pitches.
Change of curveball so far.
And that's back to the back.
Non-competitive slider in. Shohei gets ahead. 2-1 count.
On the ground.
Interesting that he goes back to the curveball again. I don't love this call. This is another very hittable pitch on a pitch that he's already homered on. For this ball to end up here, this is very similar location to the homer. And for my money, he got away with one on this one. All right, but anyway, we get to 2-2. This is a good pitch now. He goes to the changeup, tries to go back to something that he's not looking for. I don't know how Shohei fouls this off. This is an excellent battle.
Somehow got a piece.
Man, that's a good pitch.
That was in the right-handed.
You can see Shohei's really engaged in this at bat. Look at this body language right here.
Got a piece of that changeup. That was in the right-handed batter's ball.
Oof. All right. Hasn't shown him the heater yet. Here it comes. A little too high. Good take. Good take. He's gonna go at him again. Challenge heater. 3-2. Diablo, man. He had a lot riding on that pitch. He threw that pitch with full conviction. Ends up being just a bit inside. I think he scares Shohei with this one. So this would have worked. He would have had the freeze on an inside fastball. Look at Shohei. Night. So that's it. 3 great at-bats. Shohei gets him in the first at-bat. Miz gets him in the second at-bat. Kind of a draw in the third at-bat. Obviously, Shohei gets the advantage with the win there. With the walk. So these are the type of matchups we live for. This is the first time that Misiorowski ever faced Shohei, so he had a little bit of the advantage going in. He decided to go right at him with his best stuff. He learned the hard way the first time that this is a guy that you cannot make mistakes to. And then the second time he really bared down. I thought he threw really, really well in that second at-bat. Third at-bat was a great battle. Sometimes you don't give in and, you end up walking a guy, but it's better than him hitting the ball somewhere hard in the air.